Ready to begin. It will be John to throw for the ball first. It's outside the ball. That's a 25. Salmon won the ball. First leg, it's Salmon to throw first. Game on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Coverage continues of the WDF World Open 2022 here at the Bontewever in beautiful Assen.
22.
And we have a Scotsman on commentary, a Dane refereeing, an Englishman and a Dutchman playing. John Scott, the man they call Nasher, taking on Salmon Renyaan of the Netherlands.
44.
Former international player is Renyaan. Represented the Netherlands at the WDF World Cup all the way back in 2011. Also played in the World Masters 2011 and 2012. 2011 he lost the last 1-2-8 to Martin Phillips. And the 2012 World Masters won against John Murray of Ireland, defeated Gary Stone, and then the big man's going to love that he's getting a shout out on the stream. He then
140.
Lost his last 64 match to Northern Ireland's big Paul Brown. Paul Brown's day has just been made because he's had a mention. In more recent times though, Salmon reached the last 64 of the Dutch Open in both 2020 and 2022.
100.
2020 he lost to t'other Martin Atkins. And in 22 he lost to Robbie Knops of Belgium. His opponent, the man Nasher, 41 years old from England, currently 48th in the WDF World Rankings. A former Estonian Open and Estonian Masters champion, and the reigning Reykjavik International Games champion and the reigning Kaunas Open champion.
100.
Got out the group in the World Masters on Thursday. Won 4 out of 4 in his group. Sorry, check that. Won 3 out of 3 in his group. Defeated Levi Vindels by 4 legs to 1. Jose Luis Ortega by 4 legs to 0. And Sune Poulsen of Denmark by 4 legs to 1. And his run came to an end in the first knockout round when he lost 5 legs to 2 to Greg Ritchie. Also reached the quarterfinals of the Swedish Masters this year. 4-0 defeat to Anthony Allen at that stage.
23. John, you require 135.
Last 16 of the Italian Open, he lost to Dario Focasato. And he has first go at a finish in this leg, 135 for John. Won't do it this time. That leaves him 59. Well,
114.
That leaves him 21.
Salmon, you require 86.
86 then for Salmon Renyaan. Yes, double 16 for the first leg with the throw. Double 8 then.
78.
Not to be.
John, you require 21.
Single 5 possibly. Yep, 5 for double 8. Steal the first leg. Thought it was in. Back you go. Takes aim at double 4. That's in.
Yes, see. The first leg. John Scott.
Points that out to Christian Sorensen, our referee.
Second leg.
That one's in, I think.
Throw first.
Indeed it is, John. 1-0. Off to a good start. 96 there for John to start this one. Where have you been?
I had to sort out some problems on the outer boards.
Oh.
But it was all good.
The late Marco Meyer has joined us.
Yes.
Have a look at some of the games currently ongoing. Dita Hedman has just recorded a 4-0 victory over Audrey
81.
Isvine.
From Belgium.
Correct. Claudio Dolcetti is 3-2 up on Davy Kirwan.
And Richard Veenstra is out, or you already mentioned that?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, just seen the result. Richard Veenstra is out of the tournament.
Well,
100.
Mark Barilli currently 2-2 with Christopher Toonders. Bradley Rouse is 3-2 up in his match. Natalie Gilbert leads Anna Forsmark by 2-0. Kirsty Vinnikainen is 1-0 with Lindsay Ward. Eileen de Graaf is 1-0 with Liz Tynan.
60.
And Ollie Ferrari of Sweden is 1-0 up on Ben Hazel. Danny Laube has just started his match with Oliver Muller. Danny, who put out Gary Stone in the last round. And Elliot Milk 1-0 up on Jurien van der Velde.
Yes, young, talented
60.
player from the Netherlands.
Yep, he'll be feeling a bit sour after losing the first leg. Sour? Milk? Yeah? No? Okay.
Yes, you can have it.
Thank you.
He's living on a big farm.
45.
Jurien. His mum and dad have around 3,500 cows. Really big farm, close to here. And it's a real sporting family. Jurien and Rose, his sister,
100.
Excellent player
playing
as well.
darts. And one of the brothers is really good in driving a motorbike.
Oh. There you
Because
are.
the circuit of Van Assen is really close by to here.
Excellent darts from Salmon Renyaan there.
John, you require
John
145.
Scott, though, first to the finish, 145.
Just in the result coming in, Andreas Harrison beat Thibaut Tricot 4-1. Thibaut only averaging 66.
Yep,
What's
there it
happening?
is.
What's happening there? 66 for the World Championship runner-up. What's happening in that match?
Yep, Andreas Harrison through to the last 32, as is
87.
Benjamin Pratnamer. Defeats America's Kevin Luke 4-1. Hian van Veen 4-0 in his match, 100 average for Hian.
Another 100 plus averages.
Yes. Davy Prouston is through, defeating Jim Long. Philip Sebesta, the man who has conquered Richard Veenstra.
85.
Chris Landman is
John
through,
Young,
4-3 over
58.
Martin Marti Santa Maria.
Yeah, the man from Catalonia.
As John Scott goes for 58 for a 2-0 lead, single 18.
And Daniel Zapata from Catalonia had a nice win over Leonard
The
Gase.
second
John
leg.
Scott, a nice
John
win in
Scott.
that leg. 17
Third leg of
darts.
Salmon to throw
Take a 2-0
first.
lead over Salmon
Game on.
Renyaan. Martijn de Vries is through. Vincent van der Meer is through. Kai Fan Leung, Johnny Tata, Danny Laube, Oliver Muller, James Richardson all through to the last 32.
60.
James Huddle is through. Stefan Depre, the Flaming Fleming, has defeated Lee Shu in 4-3.
What a nickname he has, Stefan. Made it to the quarterfinals in the World Trophy a couple of years ago.
Quite the walk-on music as well.
Yes.
100.
Fireball. And Anthony Allen through. David Venkin, his victim. David Venkin was in the lead in that match. Anthony Allen has brought it back and is through to the last 32. Mark Barilli is out. Christopher Toonders of Germany
55.
dispatches the Scotsman 4-2.
Natalie Gilbert, 3-0 up on Anna Forsmark from Sweden at the moment.
Lisa Tyler of America 2-0 up on Christine Hyde.
And the man who beat it, Nick Kenny, in the first round, Gerrit van Essen, he's 3-3 at the moment
84.
against Bradley Roos. So another decider for Gerrit van Essen.
It's all happening.
That was the big surprise here in the first round, that Gerrit van Essen beat it Nick Kenny.
55.
After yesterday, a lot of Dutch people were happy with that result.
$87.
This is the 19s there, John. Still almost, he's 100 points in front. So there's not a lot to worry at the moment.
Eileen de Graaf goes into a 2-1 lead in her match. Ben Hazel is 2-1 up.
140.
Bradley Roos has defeated Jurit Van Essen 4 legs to 3. Noah Lynn van Leuven is out, losing to Mayu Aoki of Japan. Barry Copeland 2-1 up on Edwin Torbjornsson. Davy Kerwin has brought it back and
60.
defeated Claudio Dolcetti 4 legs to 3. It is all happening on the outside boards.
Yes, it is.
Elliot Milk 1-1 with Jurien van der Velde. Anna Forsmark gets a leg back
60.
against Natalie Gilbert.
John, you require
Brianne Locken has got a leg
170.
against Christoph Engel.
Only 60 here from Salmon. Leaving 1-3-1. John is first for a 170.
The big fish, yes.
Yes, that's one. Needs another treble. Yes, for the bull.
Bullseye.
170.
Oh, dearie me, that's a wide.
129.
Foul and a miss, we call it.
Yep,
Salmon, you require
as we call it.
131.
1-3-1 then for Salmon Renyaan. Options, but should be going the 20 route, the more orthodox way.
Should go down for treble 17 here to leave himself tops. It's a
91.
good dart from Salmon,
That's
but he has
excellent.
John, you
but he has to
require
wait
41.
and see what John's going to do with 41.
Yep, 10, 9 or 1.
A 10.
I don't know.
A 10.
I'm going back to bed. Double 16 for John Scott.
Double 16, 1 to go. A 10.
9.
It's because I was
Salmon,
9
you
and
require
1, and
40.
that adds up to 10. I got confused. Leave me alone. Go away. Tops for
Sal-
Renyaan.
Double 10 for the man from Groningen.
Oh, not too far away.
No. Double 5, 1 to go.
Well,
No.
I think
30.
Groningen was closer than that dart for double 5.
Yes, so
John,
John
you
Scott
require
returns to the
32.
board for double 16 in a 3-0 lead.
Yep, that'll put John on the hill.
It's a good marker. Another good marker.
Come on, he says.
No score.
That's another good marker, but he had no darts left.
And now Salmon returns to the
Salmon,
board
you
for that
require
aforementioned 10. See, I told you it was 10.
Yes.
Single 1 for double 2 for the former Dutch international.
John Scott is not looking. Oh, he's looking now. And see
8.
Oh, and the
That's-
eyebrows go up.
that Salmon is missing
John,
again.
you require
John
32.
with an outside chance.
A raising of the eyebrows from John Scott as he says, oh, he's given me a chance.
It's an outside chance to go 3-0 up in this one.
A chance he probably was not expecting.
Oh,
And again, he's just struggling with this double.
Game
Not that time he
third
isn't.
leg. John Scott.
John Scott finally finds double 16 and moves into a 3-0 lead.
it's not the best
Fourth
leg of the
leg,
match.
it's
Only a
John
23
to throw
darter,
first.
but it's a winning leg, so
Game
it doesn't
on.
matter.
Doesn't matter a jot how many darts he took. He leads 3-0. Must say hello to Stephen and Nicola Gormley watching on back in Bonnie, Scotland.
100.
I got a message saying, I've got a bet on here. Is that you commentating? Yes, yes it is me. Hello. And hello Nicola, who didn't think it was me. You should be ashamed of yourself, Mrs. Gormley.
Of course. It's the famous man from Scotland.
Indeed. Not quite Billy
100.
Connolly, but I'm getting there. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
I don't know who that is, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I must.
Who is it?
He's the most amazing, famous comedian to ever come out of Scotland. He's one of the greatest Scottish.
I thought it was Kevin Bridges.
60.
Kevin Bridges is very good, but he's no Billy Connolly. There is only one Billy Connolly.
I like Kevin Bridges. He has some good things.
Yes. Very, very funny man.
Especially with his Scottish accent.
Did you? Aye.
55.
Did he, aye?
Anyway, back to the darts.
Back to the darts.
Let's leave the stand-up comedy away.
Yes, if you want to see that, go to the YouTube and you see enough funny things about Kevin Bridges. How we end up in Kevin Bridges if we have a match between an Englishman and a Dutchman?
Pass. No idea.
100.
Never mind. We'll carry on regardless.
Yes. So
If you have just tuned in, this is the darts.
Yes.
You have a Scotsman and a Dutchman talking absolute rubbish.
Hopefully the people back home enjoy the stream, and hopefully a little bit of the commentating.
Renyaan
59.
Can't find the troubles at the moment. He really needed them because he's 3-0 down. So you have the feeling if John puts a good score in, then you can see the finish line. And what a way to do it. 2 trebles already in.
Superb stuff.
That's 3.
180.
Brilliant score from John Scott to leave 61 after 12 darts.
By the way, before we go into this finish from John Scott, Lisa Ashton has just called us Laurel and Hardy.
Wow.
That is rude from the 4-time world champion, but
Thank
100.
you. Thank you, Lisa. I thought we were
John,
friends.
you require
we'll let her off this
61.
time.
I thought we were friends.
Will John Scott let Salmon Renyaan off here with this 61 finish? 25 for double 18. He goes the 15s route.
So 14. No, it's a 6, I think.
6
so
for tops. And he
41.
will return. And hello to Danielle Ashton also, who has grassed her mother in for calling us that.
Unfortunately, Lisa's not here. Hopefully, we'll see her back soon on the WDF circuit.
Absolutely. The very best of luck to Lisa in her forthcoming
100.
attempt at the Ali Pali.
John, you
Yes.
require 20.
I can tell you, Marco, our next match on the stream, we'll see the former world champion,
Shot.
Ella
And the
Klassen,
match.
come onto
John
the stage, and
Scott.
it will be very soon because John Scott takes out double 10 and 1 dart for a 4-0 victory over Salmon Renyaan. Didn't play his best on the stage at Salmon, but very good player. But came up against John Scott, who was in good form, and he makes his way into the last 64 of the competition. An 81.24 average sees him through.